Today sees us kick off our Champions League group stage campaign. It's going to be a tough group, a very, very tough group. We'll also have a look at a little bit of transfer business that's gone on, and we will have a look at the results so far. Hi guys, Gamer James here. Thank you very much for coming back. Welcome back to Marseille and this series. Straight into it then. We've got a little bit to cover before we get into the match. We've got to show you the Champions League group that we've been drawn in, but we'll get straight into the results so far. So after that Montpellier game, we had a home game with Stade de Reims. We beat them comfortably. It was 3-1. Moussa Dembele, of course. Andrea Pereira and Gabriel Paulista getting our goals. Alfredo Donnarumma got their goal. Actually put them in front, but we were very, very good in this game and very much a deserved win. And after two good 3-1 wins to start the season, we are 3-1 up away at Angers with 9 minutes to go, and we go and let it slip and draw 3-3. And it's one of these results. You know Paris Saint-Germain are not going to drop silly points like this. It already makes us chase them, and it's so frustrating. Dembele got a brace. Pione Sisto scored. I was at fault. I should, after that penalty made it 3-2 with 9 minutes to go, I should have brought in the roadblock, and I didn't. And we've ended up paying the price. But a point away from home is a point, I guess. But really frustrating when you're 3-1 up. So then came potentially the most frustrating game of the season. You may remember last season against Stade Rennais when I did a recap that we lost 2-1 at home to them after having 34 shots on goal, and they scored twice in injury time to win 2-1. Look at the stats this time. 39 shots on goal we had. 19 of them were long shots, but it was such a frustrating game. Every single highlight was us attacking. We went a goal down. Moussa Dembele equalised within a minute, and we just battered them all game. Could not get that result. And in the end, Bruno Fernandes, 6 minutes from time, got the goal. The game really, really wanted to do us over, though, because straight from that goal, before I could make any tactical changes, I'd gone attacking, and we'd got the goal in the 84th minute. It went straight into the kickoff, straight up our end. Eric Bailly booked for the second time and sent off, and you just had the feeling that it was going to equalise against us again. But thankfully I managed to get the roadblock in, and we saw the game out, and we got a vital 3 points. In terms of the table then, we are third currently after 4 games, 3 wins and that really annoying draw have already made us 2 points behind Paris Saint-Germain. Didn't actually mention, did I? Paris Saint-Germain went the whole of last season unbeaten. And if we have a quick look at the team stats, just look at this. They are 52 games unbeaten in Ligue 1 now, and they are showing no signs of letting that slip. We are really going to have to do something against them this season. And we are second with 9 games unbeaten. So we are doing phenomenally well. But we just keep dropping silly points. Well, we do have some transfer news just to catch up on quickly. Geoffrey Kondogbia has gone. He has left the building. He's gone to Real Madrid. They came in with a rather poor offer, but it was non-negotiable. He wanted to go. It was only 12.5 million. I mean, to be fair, we only paid 3.4 million for him, so we've done really, really well in a season to get nearly 4 times the money. And he was on 135 grand a week. So and to be fair, when I picked my strongest squad and my strongest bench, he wasn't in the squad. He wasn't in the 16. So I thought, do you know what? It's worth letting him go. And he has gone. We've made some good money on him. Got rid of a big wage. And all things considered, it's a good deal all round. Also departing the club then is Maxence Prévost, our third choice goalkeeper. With us signing Predrag Rajkovic and with Asmir Begovic still hanging around at the club, he was never going to get a look in. So he came. He said he's not going to play. He wants to leave. So we offered him around for his €500,000 value, and in came Roma, paid the money, and sorted his contract out, and off he's trotted to Serie A, where you can see he's not played yet. So it's a case of 2 in, 2 out. In comes Santiago Asachibar. I love this guy. On FM16, when I had Estudiantes, this guy is from Estudiantes. He was just fantastic. Really, really good player. Box-to-box midfielder. We have agreed a deal to sell Wallison as well, who was one of our backup box-to-box midfielders, but he'll be going in January. So we've managed to finance the deal for Asashibar, and in he comes. Really can't wait to get this guy in the team week in, week out. He's played a couple of games already. He's still settling in. He's doing a language course and everything. We've paid 10 million for him. Already worth double that. It's just a win-win, this signing. I cannot wait for him to settle in and really start running our midfield. Also joining then, Kyle Walker from Tottenham. He was transfer listed. He's 30 in the game now, but he's our director of football actually that went and sorted this out. 4.4 million, bargain price. He's worth 9.25 already, but he's such an upgrade on the right backs that we've got. He is already showing real signs of quality in his just one game so far. He got a 7.1. He just skinned the left back for Stade de Reims, and he will be playing in today's match. Speaking of, I guess we should have a look at that Champions League group. So here is our Champions League group. Ouch. So we were 4th seeds. I was a bit surprised when I saw that, but then considering Marseille haven't actually been in the Champions League for a few years, not really surprising. Atletico Madrid, Tottenham Hotspur, and FC Porto. Yay! Porto, you may remember we were in their Europa League group last season and we got beaten home and away by them, so we have a little bit of revenge there. We start today with a home match against Atletico Madrid, so couldn't really be any harder to start. Now that the group's been drawn, now that we can see it, I am thinking we're playing for 3rd. I'm desperately hoping that we might be able to nick 2nd, but realistically I think it's going to be a battle for 3rd and keep a European campaign going in the new year. If we can get 2nd, that would be amazing. If we can get 1st, that would be, well, unthinkable really, but wow, that would be amazing. But if we've got some form of European competition in February, I will be absolutely delighted. So what I thought we'd do is, because we're what, 4 or 5 we're in the 5th season now, I thought we'd have a look at our opponents, Atletico Madrid. Strikingly, Diego Simeone is still their manager. Diego Godin is still their captain. Jan Oblak is still their goalkeeper, and Jose Maria Jimenez is also still at the club. So they really are a stable unit. Let's have a look at their squad in general. So they've got Romelu Lukaku. They signed Aubameyang from PSG in the summer as well. They've got Iñaki Williams, Kranovita, Jorrit Hendricks, Juan Jesus. Wow, they have got some squad. They still have Yannick Carrasco. You've got Højbjerg, who can only get on their bench. Oh, it's just a Saul. He is a great player in real life, and he is not even in the squad as things stand. It's going to be a really daunting game, this one. Thankfully, Juan Jesus at the minute is not registered. Neither is Nelson Semedo, neither is Nicolas Gaitan, who is quite a decent player in this game as well, but that will be because of the homegrown rules. They obviously have had to leave a few players out, as have we, but that is a really daunting looking squad. If we have a quick look at their schedule then, so in La Liga they've beaten Malaga 2-1, they've beaten Cadiz 3-1, and then they drew with Granada. Aubameyang's on fire for them though already. He's got 3 goals in 2 games. Romelu Lukaku scored in that last game. Yannick Carrasco as well has scored a couple of goals. So they are currently in 2nd place after 3 games. Sevilla top, Eibar a 3rd. Wow, where are Real Madrid? Wow, all the way down in 10th at the minute. 1 win, 1 defeat, 1 draw. Yeah, so this could be a really hard 4th game. Atletico then are playing a 4-4-2 against us, according to my staff. Obviously, we're going to 4-2-3-1. It's what we do. So we've got Rajkovic in goal. We have Feitu Muasa at left back, Malang Sarr and Oscar Duarte in the centre of defence. Kyle Walker making his Champions League debut for the club at right back. Thiago, and in fact they're all making their Champions League debuts, aren't they? Thiago and Chochev in the middle, and then it's Sisto, Ogajan, Traore behind God. Moussa Dembele's 5 goals in 4 games to start the season. We're going to need him to really get us through this game, I think. We're sticking with control and fluid because we're at home. If we were away, we probably would be looking at counter tactic, I think, but we're at home, so we're hoping that that this phenomenal tactic that I seem to have landed on carries us forward. Right, it's a huge game. It's our Champions League debut in the save with Marseille. I'm just going to calmly tell them to give the fans something to cheer. I'm not going to go out there and get them worked up. Just calmly settle any nerves. Just say go out there and play for the fans. This is going to be quite the game, I expect. The Velodrome is packed to the rafters. We are underway. Atletico get us underway. Here is Williams, forward to Aubameyang. They're on the attack immediately. Back with Saul and Lukaku. Looking for Carrasco. Traore tidies up. Duarte back to Rajkovic. So yeah, this is going to be quite the occasion. It'll be a full house. Champions League money would be amazing. We could really do with getting some of that. And they've almost scored immediately. I think Rajkovic tipped that onto the post. That was a really big chance and they probably should have scored it. They're coming forward again though. This control isn't working at the minute. Here's Rajkovic out to Muasa. Good ball to Sisto. Ogajan and Dembele's on his move and he's been found. He's gone for goal. Oh, he went for the little chip. It's a really good save from Oblak. Kyle Walker with the throw. He's gone long down the line. Ogajan was beaten, but he came back to Walker and he's played Ogajan in. And there's Dembele. Oh, what a great save again. Oh, that should have been a goal. You expect Dembele to score them, but you want those chances to fall to Dembele because he will eventually put one away, I'm sure. Come on, boys. It's a decent start. It really is a decent start. Come on. Not many highlights so far. We've got a yellow card to Muasa. That's not a good sign. Not many highlights. Tottenham have taken the lead in Porto and it's Felipe Anderson. I think he played in Portugal, either for Porto, possibly for Benfica. I'm not sure. Here we go. We're on the defensive again. Carrasco out on the left into Saul. Lukaku. Get your foot in. Aubameyang. Oh, he breaks back for Aubameyang. It's a brilliant save. Well done, Rajkovic. Had to readjust on that shot. And Thiago's lifted it forward for Dembele. Oh, couldn't get past Jimenez. I thought he'd got past him for a second there. Here's Saul in the centre circle. Forward to Lukaku. Come on. Get a foot in, boys. That's gone for the corner. So Tottenham still leading in their game. Oh, Leverkusen are leading against Chelsea in their match. Paris Saint-Germain are leading in their match. There's a shock. That's what they do. Here's Carrasco. That's a short pass. And Traore to Dembele. Lifted forward, looking for Chochev, but Saul with a huge header. Sisto into Thiago. Still got it. Oh, it's cleared away. Just kind of ran out of ideas there. Just seemed to peter out at the edge of the box there. I don't know what that was all about. Just having a look at the scores. Tottenham are still 1-up. Juve 1-1 at Copenhagen. Here's Chochev coming forward. Make the run, Dembele. Ogajan, Dembele, Chochev. Ogajan again and Sisto. And Dembele! And it's on target, but Oblak is equal to it. We're holding our own. We're doing pretty well at the minute. And Oblak comes through the crowd and claims that. Oh, right. So it's half-time. It's 0-0. Quite happy with it at the minute. We've played really well as well. We've created some chances. We've passionately, as a group, told them that we can still come out of the match with a win. Then we've gone in, because it worked all right. People listened, but it didn't get any green. So we've gone in and told each group of players assertively that we have faith, and it looks a lot happier now. Let's get into this second half. I can't take these nerves. It's unbelievable. Chelsea equalised just before half-time in their match. Tottenham are still winning. So they will be the early pace setters as things stand. But I think we could come out of this with a win. I really do. We've got 65,775 in the ground, which I think is just under capacity. I think capacity is 70,000, I think. Actually, as well, the Velodrome is hosting the final. So that is a huge incentive to get there. But Aubameyang's put Lukaku away. Rajkovic takes up a great position, and there was no goal to aim at. It's a corner. And Porto have equalised. Kevin Gamero has scored for Football Club Porto. It's a free kick for Ogajan, lifted into Traore, and there's Dembele! And we have scored. Moussa Dembele, the man, the myth, the legend. It's a brilliant little free kick. In it goes. Traore knocks it down, and a cushioned volley from Dembele. What an expert finish. And we're straight in with the kickoff. Don't know whether that's a good thing or not. Here's Jimenez to Godin. Diego Godin must be about 45 in this game now. He's been going for decades, that guy. Still absolute class though. And Aubameyang, it's a poor finish. Kevin Gamero scored again for Porto. It's 2-1 in Portugal. So we are level with them at the top. And Dembele's in. Oh, and he should have scored, but can Traore follow it up? It's into the side netting. Oh, that's a right foot of a left-footed winger. Oh, that's a shame. And Tottenham have scored an equaliser. It's 2-2 in their match. But it's such a tough group, this one. It really is. And Traore could be in, and he's been brought down. It's a penalty. Oh, wow. Could we go, if we go 2-0 up, can I bring in the roadblock with 35 minutes to go? Here we go. Moussa Dembele for a brace. Come on, Moussa. Come on, Moussa. Oh, what a save. Jan Oblak. I think he started going one way and then readjusted and made the save. It was a bit too far down the middle though. It wasn't a great penalty in fairness. But we're still coming, and Højbjerg sends Walker flying. Mawassa throws into Sisto and Chochev. What happened there? That was bizarre. The ball sort of like smashed off the crossbar and then spun miles outside the penalty area. I've got a feeling that Oblak got fingers on that as well, but they've gone with a 4-2-4 now. They are desperate for an equaliser here. We might be able to take advantage of this. Come on, Sisto. Chochev. Great ball. Traore. Oh, it's a good save. And again, oh, he didn't save it. Hit the side netting. But again, that's the problem when you play inside forwards. When they're on their weaker foot, they can't put the ball away. But we're still coming. This control does seem to work quite well when they go all out attacking, but Duarte's head away, and there's Ogajan. You see, we're doing pretty well coping with their attacks at the minute. They've not had much at all in this second half, and there's 2-0. There's 2-0. It was a brilliant counter, and it's Moussa Dembele, of course it is. Ball played forward from Sisto. Godin misses the header. Traore brings the save out of Oblak. Who's following it up though? Here's Unas. Okay, so we've made a change. We've taken off both our central midfielders, Thiago and Chochev, and we have brought... Oh, Aubameyang's in. Oh, he's put it wide. Yeah, so we've brought on Bruno Fernandes and Benjamin Stambouli just to give us fitness in the middle of the park. The two central midfielders were absolutely smashed. They really were. And we're coming forward here. Traore, they're still playing their 4-2-4. Of course, they're looking for the goal, but they are just leaving gaps in behind. Dembele, we're streaking into the middle to get there, and Ogajan, and that was a really, really good bit of defending. Tracked him all the way back. It's a corner. It's gone out to Bruno Fernandes. He's got past his man, and here's Sisto, and Stambouli lifts it over the bar. Oblak with a long goal kick. Duarte heads away. Sisto. We've got another substitution. Oh, Oblak's come and kicked that. Yeah, so we're bringing off Ogajan because he is absolutely knackered. And we are bringing on Thomas Andrade in the number 10 role. We'll hopefully see out the last 5. 2-0 up. I'm going to risk not bringing in the roadblock. If it was 1-0, it would have been in a while ago. But we're going to hope that we can hold on here. Here's Unas and Luke de Jong. Oh, Carrasco's made the run, and what a tackle that is. That was a sensational tackle. Carrasco's going to take the corner. Luke de Jong is beaten in the air, but it comes back to Unas, and Kyle Walker clears. Dembele heads on. Oh, yes, come on, boys. This is going to be a huge, huge win. Atletico are the top seeds in the group. We're the 4th seed in the group. So to open our account with a win here would be ridiculous, as Carrasco fires one wide. Bruno Fernandes. Back to Sisto. Great hit, and Oblak saves well. What a good hit that was. It's still 2-2 in the other game, so as things stand, we are getting off to a brilliant start here. Here's Bruno Fernandes, back out to Muasa, in it goes! Dembele didn't gamble on the near post this time. Here's Dembele, back to Bruno Fernandes. Great ball back, Dembele! Good tackle on him in the end. It's played forward, but Duarte wins the header and is there again. And he's out with Sisto, Andrade, Stambouli. Dembele's just found a bit of space, but he's fired wide. We're a minute away plus stoppage time from a huge, huge win. And then we've got a nice, easy league game at the weekend against Paris Saint-Germain. Looking at the players as well, I think maybe Moussa Dembele might not play. He's in there. Oh, Oblak saved again. I think Jordan Ayew might probably be playing that game because Dembele is smashed. And Andrade heads on, and Duarte wasn't ready for it. But we've got a minute to go. I am keeping my eye on now on the events in Portugal, because if that finishes as a draw, this gives us a ridiculously good start in the group. Aubameyang heads on. Carrasco and Kyle Walker has had an exceptional game. They all have. They've all been brilliant. We've had 23 shots on goal. We've created 4 clear-cut chances, 3 half chances. And this is against the top seeds in the group. One of the best sides in La Liga. We have won 2-0. That is the dream start. What? It's this tactic as well is so good. I'm half tempted to publish it to the Steam Workshop because it is really, really good. I'm very happy with man of the match performance from Malang Sarr. That's his best performance in a dominating performance from Moussa Dembele. That's Malang Sarr's best performance in a Marseille shirt, but he has been playing well. Oscar Duarte was fantastic. Obviously 2 great goals from Moussa. Just a perfect opening performance in the Champions League. So as I mentioned, Paris Saint-Germain away is the next game, then Valenciennes at home and Lille away. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to take the game to PSG. I really am. We need to start beating them in Ligue 1. That is the game to do it. We're going to come back for Tottenham away because it's the Champions League. You know, we haven't been in the Champions League yet with Marseille. Got off to a flying start, so we've got to go to White Hart Lane. And then after that, we'll possibly go back into the league. But, you know, got to do a couple of videos in a row on the Champions League, haven't we? So, yeah, if you enjoyed that performance against Atletico Madrid, it was Atletico Madrid and we beat them. We didn't destroy them, but we deserved to beat them. It's got to be worth a like, guys. Come on. Subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you so much for watching. I didn't expect that. I would have been happy with a point. 2-0. Brilliant. I'll see you guys at White Hart Lane.